It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lining up to take...
My bad, bro. Just give me 1 sec. All right, bro. My bad.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. At the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Hill going to go in motion right. To the air right away is May. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells their offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the shotgun, May with it. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Here's a 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing here is May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That is incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds Smith-Njigba. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Lions' 38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Going right back to Smith-Njigba. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll throw with May. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the 26-yard line.
Second down and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jamar Chase, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tyler Luke.
Luke now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. To throw, it's May. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, May. Pass complete there to Nakua. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 2. In motion comes the tight end left. Looking to throw, May. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. "19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and a yard. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Third and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson now. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Still shedding tackles. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go play action now. Jackson out right to Smith-Njigba. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's May. Now bobbled up. It's out. It's loose. But I believe the line was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. 2nd and 15. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyreek Hill with an amazing diving catch. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Ravens 24, Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Looking to put a drive together.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And the Lions first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Lions first down.
Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10. Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here's 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Able to get away. May looking to run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll throw with May.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
A look there at M&T Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. He'll step up and run this. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He connects with St. Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Going to get that complete to Jamar Chase. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On third down, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And that is no good. He missed it. The Lions offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Mahomes. That one into the hands of Hill. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. Third, they need 8 as we are ready to get back underway. On third down, Mahomes unloads downfield looking for Nacua. And he will score. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Flowers now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. On play action, here's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Off the play fake, Jackson looking Smith-Njigba's way again, and again attacked. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down. They'll send Flowers in motion. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down.
Bounds at the 11-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Jackson now. Now a screen set up for Henry. To the pylon, he's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Lions. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That one out wide to Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Detroit.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Fred Warner in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Lions call their first timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Flowers now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. This is 3rd and 6. Jackson up top again. This throw right is taken in by Buck. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
16 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He was defended by Derek
and that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Field goal. A 63-yard attempt.
This one runs out of steam. Off the crossbar and comes back. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Flowers now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. With a shotgun, here's Jackson. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
That is left side and caught by Fowler.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now from the 50. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Raven first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll run. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. He has all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Mahomes. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's Gibbs. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have a Lions first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
That finds Nacua downfield, complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. On to the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd
1.
and a yard. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He keeps it himself, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Lions. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
14.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Flowers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Rushed to his left.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing Jackson. Flowers with the catch. And he gets run out of bounds. A short pickup, but it's good enough for a 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Smith-Njigba, the man in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Just past midfield.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
It is 2nd down and 5. Now, Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll drop to throw. Open right side is likely. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Got his man in the 6. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal. Try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
19 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Your ball, baby. Make them work for it. Right here. Do it, baby.
Henry tries to bull his way in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Across the 20, they'll knock him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. This game all even now, following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here is 2nd and 7. Laporta in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll step up and run, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. The middle, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Lions have come up with the football. A run with Gibbs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. Now on 2nd and long. Gibbs. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Here's Gibbs. And they go backwards here again. The defense stands tall, and it's 4th down.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to win the game. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This one he's got to have. That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. So, a win for the visitors, the Lions. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.